Hey guys, how you doing? This is Mango Etc. and I'm here today to bring you the review for One Piece episode 710. This episode has real drive and real focus, making for a really good episode. This episode started off with Don Chinja versus Lao G, and of course that was actually the main focus of the episode was taking down Lao G. But yeah, like I said previously, this is how the episode started off: Don Chinja versus Lao G, and we see Lao G just really representing for all the old citizens, the senior citizens, I should say, of the anime world. We see him hitting Don Chinja with some impressive combos. The only thing that pissed me off about this fight really was that every time that he starts, that every time Lao G starts up to do another one of his attacks, they use the same animation over and over again. It was cool the first two times, but just the third time onwards, it was just real irritating, real piss take in my eyes, and just lazy animation on the animator's part, just using the whole same. It was clearly the same animation over and over again. After the fight, we move on to Baby Five and Sai, and what we all we get from there is really we just see Baby Five still catching feelings, still running after Sai, willing to do anything for him. And Sai uses this to his, well, he jokes about it, but he uses it to his advantage, and he's like, fine, if you're gonna do anything that I say, then kill yourself. And Baby Five is more than up for this, and for me, it's like, rah, like, she's really willing to do anything for anybody, and we find out that this is not just a character gag. We go into flashback, and we find out why Baby Five is this way, and we find out that she's this way because when she was young, her mum abandoned her, and one of the last things that her mum said to her was, "You're useless. Yeah." She says you're useless, and I think she goes on to say that you're unneeded. But anyway, regardless of what she says, it explains why Baby Five is always willing to help, quick to help, and just feel needed, is because as a child she just was not needed by anyone. She felt unneeded. She was unneeded by her mum. Her mum abandoned her, and I can completely understand why Baby Five is the way that she is now. Moving on to the funniest bit of the chapter, and that's the whole bit where Lao G was talking to Don Chinja all G'd up, and we find out that Lao G is actually, he was talking to Don Chinja, but he wasn't actually even facing him. He was facing one of the, some of the Don Flamingo further and talking to them. And as Don Chinja hops up, he's mad, but he's not mad because of the blows that he's just suffered. He's mad because he overheard Sai saying that he's going to marry Baby Five, and he gets mad about that because he arranged a marriage for him, and he's got to stick to, as far as he's concerned, he's got to stick to that, and he's just getting mad about it. And then on the other side of things, we have Lao G. The subordinates thing that Lao G is getting mad because Don Chinja's not listening to him, but in other fact he dies a natural death, and we can see him ascending to heaven, and then just the whole music that was playing in the background as well just makes it more amusing. And then we see Baby Five, and she's like, no, don't die, and then he comes back to life only because he didn't hear what Baby Five was trying to say, and he was like, what? Like he wanted to hear what she was going on. The whole bit was funny, basically, and it's kind of hard to describe. It's just one of those things you have to see to understand, and yeah, just one of those things you have to see to understand and to get and to find it funny. But the whole background music, then just the whole scene was just best bit of the chapter by what? Second best bit of the chapter, second best bit of the episode, but definitely the funniest bit of the episode for me personally. So when Sai realizes that Baby Five is actually going to kill herself, he's like, right, he's like, no, I can't even have that. And he goes to save her, and this angers Don Chin further, and Don Chin is just basically, he attacks his own grandson. He attacks his own grandson in the means to stop him, and this ends up with Sai bending his forehead, and so this is just basically Sai surpassing Don Chin's ultimate attack, the attack that breaks the ice continent, the Dragon Neo, I do believe it's called. That's the whole point of this scene, and that's him surpassing his granddad. And so now Don Chin says that, yo, you've surpassed me. That kick of yours is now the new Dragon Jaw now, Dragon now Jaw, whatever it's called. And yeah, so like he also gives Side the command of the army that he serves. And so basically now it's basically a passing of the torch, really. So Don Chin has now passed the torch on to Sai, and Sai is just the new Don. The new Don. So after that, Lao Ji uses his most impressive technique, and I wish that I could do the same. I can't remember what the technique is called, but basically what the technique allows him to do is he has taken muscle that he has gained from his earlier days. So when he was younger and he was busting those push-ups, busting those sit-ups, he has taken the muscle gained from them exercises back in his earlier days, and he has saved it for his older days. And so he's used a technique where he's just beefed up, like wedged up, and that's actually a thing that we do see like older like old masters do in animes. I can remember it from Dragon Ball for one example, but yeah, he does this technique where he just beefs up and he just finishes off Don Chinjao in one attack. And this is where Sai hops in and he's like, yo, to repay my debt to Straw Hat Luffy, to avenge my granddad, I'm going to take you out. And at the same time, when I do that, I'm taking Baby Five as my wife. He states these terms, and he's like, yeah, let's do this. And they both go in for one final attack. And I've got to say, the animation for this was really good. It was probably the best animated bit of the episode. And yeah, I can see where the budget for this episode really went. And it went into that last scene just for the impressiveness. And just like, we always have the old masters who are showing us the way, but a younger guy always comes in and he's able to beat the old master. That's just the way life goes, and that's just how the way things go in anime. So after one more impressive attacks, I told Lao Ji good night. There's the G. Yeah, and then that was the episode really. So Sai claimed his wife, and he beat Lao Ji. So we're one executive down. Like I said before, this episode has focus and drive, and we are getting further in the story. We are another executive down. And yeah, like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, but most importantly, take care. Have a nice day. Episode was so good that I forgot the rating. Yeah, I'm going to give this episode a 4-star rating, and yeah, I've said my goodbyes already, but take care. Have a nice day.